Hello everyone, this is Uniquely Samuel and welcome back to another video. Today I will be talking again about the Virtuoso, but a staff Condi Virtuoso this time. So let's just jump right in and see how the build works. And at the end, after I've gone over all the traits and equipment and such, I'll have some playthroughs where you can see how the build performs. So to start off, I have Chaos, Illusions, and Virtuoso. In Chaos, I'm taking Illusionary Defense for stacking damage reduction every time I summon an illusion, or in the Virtuoso's case, a blade. And since I'm using a staff, I'm taking Chaotic Potency, which gives additional conditioned damage, and then more conditioned damage while wielding a staff, as well as reducing cooldowns. I also like to take Bountiful Disillusionment. The stability is really handy, and I'm shattering often as a Virtuoso, much more so than I ever did as a Chrono or Mirage, just because of clone management. But it's much easier for me to shatter more frequently now, so I'm really enjoying Bountiful Disillusionment for all of the boons and bonuses that it gives. Next, in Illusions, I'm of course taking Shatter Storm. Shatter 1 becomes an ammo. And since I'm focusing on Condi, I am taking Maimed the Disillusioned. Shatter skills inflict torment on hit. And that's all shatters, including Blade Turn Requiem, the defensive one, and including the Daze Blade Song. And then I'm taking Master of Fragmentation, which improves the different shatter skills. I've used this in the other build as well, that you can watch in the end card at the end of the video. But critical hit chance increase, cripple, multi-target, and duration. So it's a very powerful skill and I really like using it. And then in Virtuoso, I have Jagged Mind, where blade attacks inflict bleeding on critical hits. And then I get some healing out of my condition damage. Now, none of my weapon skills are blades. However, all of the shatters are blades. So that means taking Jagged Mind means that all of my shatter skills have a chance to drop bleeding. So just additional damage. It was really tough changing away from Blade Turn Refrain, which grants Aegis, is because I'm used to playing more defensively and having more sustain, so losing that Aegis makes me a little bit more of a glass cannon. So I have to move around and dodge more frequently, which is fine, but is something I have to get used to. So Jagged Mind was a little bit of a tough choice, but I'm glad that I've made it. Then I'm taking Phantasmal Blade. I could go with either Sharpening Sorrow or Duelist Reversal. They're both strong choices for this build, but with Phantasmal Blade, I really enjoy the extra power damage, as well as the double chance for bleeding, because, at least in PvE, Phantasmal Warlock on the staff gives 2 phantasms, just like the Greatsword's skill does. So that's 2 blades, more chances for bleeding, and it just adds up, in my opinion. And then I have Infinite Forge again. Automatically stock blades while in combat. This is a very powerful skill, or trait, I should say. So as for the skills themselves, actually, I have Signet of the Ether as my heal skill. I heal every time I summon a blade, and then when I heal, I can recharge my Phantasm skills. And I have Signet of Domination for increased condition damage. It technically is a stun as well, but I get enough condition damage from this passively that I try not to use the active effect of the Signet. Then of course I have my Mantra of Resolve for Condi Cleanse. Some people may overlook Condi Cleanse, especially in PvE, but I find it really valuable because, again, I'm usually alone when I fight, so being more self-sustaining means that I am able to actually continue playing and not dying every day. And Signet of Midnight improves expertise. And expertise, of course, increases condition duration. And on active, it's a stun break and a blind and a stealth. So it's a really powerful skill. And when you're using a Condi build, it's a no-brainer to take it. Now with the elite, you have a choice. Currently, I have Time Warp, which gives quickness and inflicts slow to my targets. But there's no problem with taking the Signet of Humility. Signet of Humility is more break bar damage, but against only one target, whereas Time Warp affects 5 targets. And Time Warp provides a boon, whereas Signet of Humility does not. So it's just however you prefer to play will decide which of those 2 skills you would use more often. Now, let's talk about the equipment. I am running full Sinister armor with the Rune of the Undead, which grants condition damage and toughness, and then also converts 7% of my toughness into condition damage. And my trinkets, backpack, amulet, and jewelries are all Vipers. And you can see that my condition damage is really high. I'm not using any food or any other bonuses, and my condition damage is over 1900. So this combination does inflict a lot of damage. You'll see some of that in just a few seconds. And on the staff itself, I have Viper's Staff, Sigil of Celerity, and Sigil of Force. Now, the Sigil of Celerity triggers on Bladesong Dissidents and on Chaos Storm, and whenever a target loses their break bar. So I really like Celerity, especially for Staff, because Staff is rather slow, in my opinion. Its auto attack takes a bit to get to its target and come back to you. So having Celerity just makes things a little bit more easy access for me. So with all of that said, let me go ahead and move the video over to some gameplay, and you can see how the build works. Thanks for watching, and please feel free to leave a like and a comment, and please subscribe. I'm really new to YouTube, and I would really appreciate the support. So thank you very much, and see you next time.
Dodge this. Refreshing. You're finished. Take that! It's to kill rising! That feels good. Strong. Urge to kill rising.